By this point in time, this match, as after like the first 3 minutes that I talked about, like it kills the crowd. It kills. It's not a bad match, but it kills the crowd. The crowd went from after seeing the tax match, being very very happy to being like, and then get me wrong, it's a hard match to follow. It was a great nasty match, right? So the crowd's dead. Then out comes Mercedes and Riho for their match, and like I'm watching Russell, I'm just like, yo, what's wrong with this crowd? They're wrestling very, very well. This is a quality match that's going on. They're wrestling with pace. They're they're having great counters.
Was this a
Like
Fed
this isn't like
crowd?
just a slugfest. This is nice. This is pretty good technical counter wrestling, trap wrestling, and like the crowd never connects with the match. And I'm just like, that damn Hurt Syndicate has killed the crowd, and that Mercedes and Riho can't even juice it back up, or they're just in a lull. And like I'm watching the match, I'm thinking like, well, maybe I'm liking this match more than other people, right? Because I'm thinking like this is close to 4. It's close to 4. I look today for the first time a cage match. It's a 7. It's a 7-4-9. So like people like this match, but the crowd didn't give a fuck, and I was like,
Fed crowd?
No, because the crowd picks up. Well, the crowd was iffy at certain points, but the crowd picked up at different points. Right, like when we get to the triple threat match between Okada, Takeshita, and Massacre Dorada, like the crowd was out of their minds. I was out of their minds. Get me wrong, the match is one of the best matches of the year, but still.
Then I got to put the onus on on Tony Khan. Then like I gotta be like, all right, man, like you bring Riho in as a super cold challenger, and you give her what, maybe 2 matches, and then it's like you pulled her out of mothballs, and there might not be a connection with Riho right now from.
She's been going for so long.
Like the connection with Riho, and we might as well talk about it now because like I can see we're going long probably. This whole thing with Gail Kim that has popped up with Riho, over this week, is like the connection with Riho is from the longtime AEW fans and obviously people in the company that have relationships with her, all the way up to Kenny Omega, who fired back at Gail Kim. And the shit with Gail Kim for me was so frustrating because a lot of these things that Gail Kim were saying about Riho with believability and then like the appeal that Riho may have, like this feels familiar. Like it feels like, hey, at one point in your career, it feels like these are some of the same things that were said about you, and here you go turning around, and I'm like, self-hatred that ultimately benefits the white man. A tale as old as time.
I didn't think that, but what I thought was, wait a second. There's a match later on this card that has a 160-pound wrestler versus a dude that's probably like 230 pounds. And no one said a peep about believability. So what? That's a bigger discrepancy in height and weight than from Riho to Mercedes Moné. So what the fuck are we talking about? So yeah. I saw other complaint about like the cameraman was shooting shots up her ass. I was like, so basically what you've done, because like I'm watching this show and I'm watching the way they shoot it compared to how they shoot everything else. Like nothing's changed. The only difference is instead of her wearing tights or trunks or whatever else, she has trunks with something that flaps over the top that looks like a skirt. So what you've done is you sexualized the skirt. And she's not the first person to ever come up with this, because like when Dave Meltzer watches Rena wrestle, he does the same thing, and it's like, okay, so she's paying homage to Hana Kimura, who used to wear like short shorts underneath a very high skirt. But they're short shorts that are obvious, you can't see a goddamn thing. So, but if the skirt wasn't there, she'd be wearing short shorts, you wouldn't even say a word to her because they were just like MMA trunks. You wouldn't say a word. It looked like compression shorts. Riho's clearly has like pants underneath her skirt. You're sexualizing the skirt. That's a you problem, That's not a Riho problem. That's a you problem. And then when you throw in they show shots where it's like there is Kyle Fletcher who's wearing pink draws. By definition, they showing shots of his ass, but you don't sexualize him because you just watch him and they just wrestling. That's a you thing. They didn't shoot it no different. Look, that's a you thing. That's a you problem. You have porn brain.
I'm willing to bet this alleged camera shot because allegedly she watched Riho a long time ago, and that's what she was referencing. And I'm like, okay, so like this situation may or may not have happened. You have just like thrown. It was like, all right, man, follow up with video. What are you talking about? Like, I just see it and it's like, okay, it's exactly what Kenny Omega said. Somebody's trying to get a taste of the TKO. We know TKO ain't giving out no money. I don't know how much money it is, but I thought you were married to a billionaire, Gail Kim.
I didn't know
what
that.
Are you doing here? Like why we were talking about fake legends earlier. Oh my God. Like
so. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like, and I can clearly see, maybe just walk with me here. Why I think she might have aimed at Riho, because Riho is an easy target for all the people that she later claimed to be friends with and like has this rapport with, like Jim Cornette. You can get some shit rolling. She was on Busted Open Radio today, James. And Riho is one of the earliest grifts of AEW that there ever was, James. If you were ever trying to get yourself out there right now, she just came back to TV. It was perfect timing for Gail Kim to start doing this because Gail Kim saw Riho, saw the love that Riho gets. It's easy. Always been a fan favorite, popular. And she like, man, they ain't never loved me like that. And Riho's biggest moment.
That's because Riho's better than Gail Kim.
In Riho's biggest moment, what was it, James? It was a mirror of
match of the Aja Kong. Yeah, Riho versus Nyla Rose is Aja Kong versus Gail Kim. Yeah,
or Awesome Kong versus Gail Kim.
Awesome Kong. I said Aja Kong. Yeah,
which is Manami Toyota versus Aja Kong. So you ain't even invent that shit. So like, get the fuck out of here. Like talking about believability. Like Aja Kong should have snapped Manami Toyota in half, bent her over the knee.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And keep in mind, Manami Toyota was 5'6". She was tall. She was taller than Aja Kong, or as tall as Aja Kong. Like it was just a size difference. Like look, man.
Shit's stupid.
People
tried to frame her.
I'm gonna start.
People tried to frame her as a must-hire for AEW. I need all of them to come back to the timeline right now and get your back straight and apologize. I need Gail Kim to log off. It's clearly, look, I know what the grift is. I see the play, Gail. And like,
I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt, but my thing is like, you're attacking her like she's a grifter. I'm attacking her like she's saying this in good faith, and I'm just like, if you're saying this in good faith, you're wrong. You're just wrong. Like you said that, like she said these shots that she may have saw a shot of Riho and they shot up her ass back in the day. I'm like, okay, I can go on any AEW show, and when they shoot from the cameramen that are shooting from the floor through the bottom and middle rope, they're shooting up everyone's ass, because in a sport like this, if it was legitimate, you would shoot up everyone's ass on accident too. What are some of these shots that you watch people on the floor in MMA? You're shooting people's ass. You're not doing it on purpose, but to capture the action for the best shot with the ref on the way. And it's like, happened to be someone's ass happens to be there. Grow the fuck up.
And the whole thing is like she's childlike. That's the other one, James. I'm like, this is a grown woman, James. Like,
that's porn brain. That's a you thing, not us.
Look, that's a grown woman, and it's not like she's skipping to the ring like a child.
I was going to say that.
It's not like she's carrying a doll to the ring, James.
Yeah. So I was going to get to that.
Where was the concern of Gail Kim then?
I'm going to get to that.
On the same week.
There's a disconnect. There's just a disconnect of Japanese fashion and saying it's childlike, right? Like, Tam Nakano is retired. a lot of Tam Nakano's gear, people would have said that looks childlike. Hell, I don't know if they said that when she showed up on AEW for that pre-show match or whatever else, but like you can see a lot of like because it has like the Sailor Moon, the Sailor shit or whatever else, especially earlier designs or whatever, right? So I don't know the cultural significance of some of those fashion choices for some of the Joshi wrestlers. I don't know. Don't matter to me, right? But
I know they don't know.
End, right. So they assume it's right. Is that okay? If you want to do that, as you mentioned, AJ Lee, high cutoff, short shorts, chucks, skips down to the ring. Is her height and weight? Did she used to wear the black choker joint? Did she used to wear the choker?
You know, I would have to verify on that. I can't just say yes off the top of my head.
Fair enough. Alexa Bliss, as you mentioned, the doll. The pigtails. Where was it? Also, wrestling wrestlers way bigger than her.
She was shouting out Xia Li, James, like instead of like, it's like, all right, bro. I know you worked at TNA and you might have seen her or whatever. And Xia Li's whole thing, her new Li Ying, I think, she looks like Gail Kim in 2005 right now, like the way she has her hairstyle and everything. It's like, okay. It for me, it just reeks of like, let's aim at Riho. It's an easy target, but I don't think what Gail Kim anticipated was the amount of pushback all the way up to Kenny.
Because we've been through this before. You late to the, as you mentioned, if this is a grift, you late to this grift.
It's like
we
already have the manual.
In the Wednesday Night War, this was already a rhetoric. This is already a topic. We've been past this. This was from 2019 into 2020. We're in 2025. You're a half decade late.
Crazy. It's why everybody already had everything ready to go. Everyone already had. No one had to think about it. You know,
right? So she thought she was onto something. This is why she's looking at her Twitter, be like, "Why are people kicking my ass in?" This is why you brought up some shit that people have been through this, digested it, metabolized it, went through it, and been passed on. And we're on the other side of it already. Like we're done debating this shit with Riho. She survived. She lived through it. She's a fan favorite actor in this company. You lose. You lost this before you even started. You just didn't know that you was starting to start.
Yeah, and it was just like, I just couldn't believe it. Like it was just so random and out of nowhere too. So it was just like, okay, all right. And if it was me, like I'm glad.
Are there any promos or backstage or TV or interviews with her when she's like basically swinging she's swinging in like a park?
Not
remember
to my
Alexa
knowledge.
Bliss, she was swinging from the swings. Remember that?
Not to my knowledge.
I never seen that Riho. Riho don't never say shit. She may have said 2 words in AEW history. But meanwhile, what we got on the alternative? Not a fucking peep. All right.
Like what have they done to ever make Riho a sex object? Like
women just can't exist in their own bodies without being sexualized in that way because of porn.
Yeah, look.
Stop watching spinner porn, you freaks.
And also
you nasty folks.
Rape culture. So said that one low, but yeah. Like bro, like look at this picture of Gail.
Stop it,
James. I'm going to display a photo here of Xia Li right now. Right.
Okay.
James. Am I crazy for thinking that she is modeling herself after 2005 Gail Kim right here?
I do not see the picture. Oh, yes. Yes, she is. I just saw the picture. I just saw it. Yes. Yes, she looks like Gail Kim back in the day, yeah.
Incredible.
Now, She looks good, but she still looks like she looks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never seen Xia Li. First off, I can't remember last time I saw her with normal hair instead of being in braids.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah,
refreshing.
man, it's just like, I don't know, man. I think this is, you know, like Riho, they play her happy ass music. She comes out there, everybody smiles, everybody's happy. She has her good match. The crowd goes up, and then typically, like literally 95% of her history, and then she takes her ass on, and then we wonder where Riho is.
Right.
That's the story of her
Right.
career.
Yeah. In AEW, absolutely. Yeah.
So
Strange, man. Strange. Anyway, but